Hi, you all. I hope everyone is fine and everyone is doing well in their lives. Uh, I've not been online for quite some time and I'm not able to do what I usually do online, like how I usually used to do almost every day. But now I need to have gaps because I've been busy, quite busy, a lot of things I need to have done. Anyway, I'm guided to say this, that if in any case, by any chance, God sends somebody to help you out from any kind of ailment or any kind of struggle you're facing, accept it and use it in the best way as you can with good intentions. Do not in any way betray the person who is sent to you. Because if you do that, and if that person was really sent by God, you will just have nothing but regret. Because people who are sent by God normally are protected. And so no matter what you do in order to betray them, in order to try and gain something from them, you will not win in any way. Because it's God who created you and them, who sent them to you. And it's not like they came to you on their own accord. It's because they were guided to you. Anyway, there's a divine person who tried to protect somebody, and they really fought hard in order to be able to protect that person for the sake of God, for the sake of the Most High. Because it's not like it was their choice. Their choice is always with God. They choose God above everything else. So whatever they are guided to do, they do it with all their might. So the divine being was trying to protect somebody else. But unfortunately, that other person, all they did was just on and on try to betray them, and they were trying to siphon out all the good which the divine one had for their own benefit. But each and every time they failed, because the divine one, being anointed, was being protected by the Most High. And the other person was being who the divine one was trying to protect and help out, was just losing on and on and on. And they were receiving a lot of warnings, but they didn't just listen. They just kept listening to the devil because they thought they were stronger. They thought they were more intelligent. And the divine one, they thought they were easy target. But no one who is sent by God or who is of God is an easy target. None of them. And this person had to learn it the very hard way. Now they are facing a lot of problems and struggles, and they have seen the truth and they've learned the truth. On one side, they're very regretful for having done that after knowing the truth about the divine one. But at the same time, they are like they are losing their minds. They are, because they can't see the way out because the devil is on their neck. Let us all be mindful of who we ally with, because you you don't know the consequences of aligning with the enemies of God. There's always a chance that they will turn their backs on you. But with God, you don't have any of that kind of a fear. Anyway, if by any chance anyone happens to have a chance to be able to be given a chance to go back to God, use it. Use it with all your might. Use it and don't look back at all the bad things. Because if God chose to protect you and to guide you, know that God loves you very much. And that's why He is guiding you. It's not like, yes, they are chosen people, but God loves each and every creation which He has created. And He wants the best for each and every one of us. It's us with our own actions and choices that we make either our lives good or bad. And we need to be mindful of what we are choosing and who we are interacting with, whether it's spiritually or physically. Because it's always best to choose the right choice. If you make a bad choice, you will face the consequences of your choice. If you make a good choice, you will face good results from your choice. And that is all that the Most High wants for all His creations. He wants the best for each and every one of us. It is only through our ego that we think that sometimes that we are more intelligent and we know better. But the Most High knows much better. Even if there is something which you don't understand, but it looks like it's leading to something good, just follow it, because the Most High definitely has a wisdom behind whatever He is guiding to His servants. So I hope this somebody comes to their senses and they are able to go back to God, and they're giving glad tidings. Because it's really sad that good people try to do good things and give love to people, and then the same people, the close people who they give their love to, ends up betraying them just for the reason of gaining material things in this world. This world is just a temporary place. We are nothing but travelers on this earth. And everything else is nothing but an illusion. The real truth is when we go back to God. That's where the real reality exists. It's not here in this world. This world is just a place where we are supposed to discover things and use whatever we are finding out in this world, but in the best way, using the good things, because we are also given intelligence to know what is right and what is wrong, discerning. So it's best to have discernment in trying to know what you should do and what you should not do. I had a challenge for the past 2 weeks. Having met somebody who got really triggered and intimidated by my presence. One, they were not used to how I was dressed. And two, I guess I'm very different from anyone they've ever come across. Actually, they've never met anyone like me. So I was having a big challenge with the person because I had to interact with that person. And I was trying very hard to be patient, but it was very challenging. But I'm thankful and grateful that we came to a midpoint, and we are trying to get on well with each other for each other's benefits. Because if God sent that person to me, it means either I will benefit or they will benefit from each other, from us too, from each other. Or there's something I need to learn, or maybe it's just a test and I need to pass the test, so I need to be mindful of how I go about it and making decisions. Sometimes you just can't cut off people just like that. You need patience. So maybe she was to benefit from me by gaining something from me or learning something from me. We were to learn from each other. And this was a very trying experience for me, because every time I think, okay, I think I've seen enough, something new comes up. It's almost the same thing, but in a different form. Because I suppose God is always trying to show us that we need to be attentive, no matter how we are, where we are, what we do. And even if we succeed in anything, we should never stop being attentive about how things are. We should be aware of how things are around us. And that I guess is what my test is. And I hope in the name of the Most High that I manage to pass that test. And I hope the same thing for everyone else. So let's all be mindful, discernful in our everyday lives, and ask God to guide us to know what we should do next each and every time we do something. When you're sitting, when you're standing, when you're drinking, when you're eating, always ask for God's guidance. Because I was about to give up on that person, and then I don't know why, I just ended up meditating and making prayers. And the next day, it was a whole new day. Something very different happened, different results. So I guess it's all coming from the strength of prayers. For me, that's how I see it. Because if I hadn't prayed the much I did, I guess I would have just easily given up on them. Anyway, because they are also facing trials just as I am. And as an empath, okay, we empaths are very good at putting ourselves in other people's shoes, but we should not expect the same thing from other people. If we do, we will lose. So just make the best of what you can with whatever you have, and stay present. Don't bring the past to the present, neither think of the future which has not happened to the present, because it hasn't happened as yet. And make the best of what you have today. So make the best of today. Make today awesome, that it gets jealous of tomorrow or yesterday. Hope everyone has a good day. Take care, everyone, and God bless.